This is a LIPO being charged on NIM. This is very dangerous to do, but I'm trying to revive this battery. Do not try this at home if you do not feel comfortable doing it. So a friend of mine left these batteries connected in his truck, and now they're completely dead. It doesn't matter what kind of battery this is. I know some people don't like these batteries. Some people like them. I have some and I have no problem with them. But this one was left in the truck connected and it completely drained it. This is how I'm going to try to revive it. First of all, I connected it to the balance port and I'm just going to try charging it LIPO balance 5.2 amp 2S. Let's see what it tells me. Low voltage. So it will not work because there's not enough voltage. First thing you do is you come back and you have to set your to NiCad. So you set it to NiCad and then you can hit start. But one thing I usually do first is I do put this balancer on it to actually see if it does take a charge. So very important, disconnected it from the balance board and put a checker on it. And now I can actually bring up the current from it. But I don't want to put it too high, so I'll just put at 2 amps. Just for now. And I'll start charging it. Battery check, it doesn't care. It just sees that there's something connected to it. And now it's starting to charge. It thinks it's an iCAD. So what I'm trying to do right now, I'm just trying to put a little bit of voltage onto it. Do not try this if you're going to walk away from the battery. Stay by the battery. And theoretically, I should have this in the bag, just in case something happens to it. But right now it's on top of the bag, and I can disconnect it real quick and throw it outside. Another thing is, don't try this inside like I'm doing. Try that outside, just in case. So after a minute and a half of charging it at 2 amps, I still get nothing on the reader. So I'm going to leave it on there for a little bit longer and see if I do get it back up to 3 volts. So after 2 minutes and a half, I am getting a little bit of a signal on it, telling me that it's 2.72 and 2.21 on the cells. So you do have to bring it up to close to 3 volts for the LIPO to actually see it. What scares me right now is that there's a big difference in the 2 cells. This tells me that this battery might be gone. In other words, I might not be able to charge it up because one of the cells is not cooperating. See, it's kind of fading out right now. So there's one of the cells I think is completely gone on this. So I'll give it a little bit more time and see what's going to come up. So after 5 minutes, this is the scary part. The battery just told me it's full, but I was getting 3 volts on this one, and this one, the other one, was actually going down. So let me hit the charge again, because it just told me it was full. 2 amps, go for it. Let's see what that comes up to. See, the voltage on this side went down to 120 and 3 volts on the other one. So this tells me that this one has a very bad cell. Now, he did have 2 batteries in his truck, and both of them are completely dead. So I'm going to try charging this one up, see if I can revive this one. But this one, I think, is a goner. So kind of a good news on the second battery. I'm up to 46 seconds now, but I did get the 2 cells are coming back on this one, and they're coming back equal. So this battery had a problem with 1 cell, but this one might be salvageable. We'll soon find out. Okay, on the second battery, after about 3 minutes of charging up, I am at 3.6 and 3.5, which is good news. That means the 2 cells on that one are charging up equally, which is good. This one, when it was at 2 volt. One started dropping down and the other one kept going up. So I think this one is dead. But that one, I'm going to disconnect this cable, connect it back to the balance, and try to do a balance charge in about 30 or 40 seconds. I will disconnect it and give it a try to do a balance charge on it. Okay, basically I wanted to both cells to be at 3.2, and both of them are at 3.2 now, and it took about close to 5 minutes to get there. So I'll stop it, and I will be putting this on to balance to LIPO. I'm going to hit start. When you get here, don't forget, this is balance charge. You do have to go to the next one, which is LIPO balance, because either way, if you're on LIPO charge, you're not balancing. It has to be on balance. Now let's disconnect this and connect it on balance lead. There we go. I connected the balance lead, and let's see if the battery is actually going to take it now. I'm going to bring it down because the battery is kind of tired a little bit. I bring it down to 4 amps. Let's see if it takes it this time, and it is taking it. So confirm enter. There's no problem. So now I'm actually balancing it at that. Let's see what the status is. 3.3 and 3.36. So looks like this battery is going to be okay. But even though if it charges, the current draw from it might be an issue, especially if you're using it for racing or in a basher that you need a lot of current draw. It might be an issue with it. But if you notice after you've used it, if it's going to come back or not, if you notice you have a problem or it doesn't last as long, that means the battery is kind of flaky. But I did succeed into reviving one, the other one not. I am going to try to charge it a couple times slowly to see if I can't revive that cell that's actually dead right now. Anyways, guys, remember, do not try this if you are not comfortable with it. This is very dangerous. Your LIPO could catch on fire if you leave it charging. I was just trickling them with a little bit of electricity. So I wasn't going quickly with a lot of voltage and things like that. So this is very dangerous for you to try to revive a LIPO. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, I got lucky. I got one back up. So let's see what's going to happen to it after a while. Well, it is coming back slowly. I did bring it down to 1 amp on a NIM. So NIM 1 amp for 3 minutes. It is coming back slowly. So hopefully it will charge up again. But this one, the second one I did, is going pretty good. So if I come here, I've been charging it for 22 minutes at 4 amps. And it's at 3.67, 68. So this one should be fine. Now I'm just waiting for this one to wake up, and it is slowly getting back up there. So hopefully it will come back, and we'll just wait a little longer and be a little bit more patient on that one. But like I said before, be very careful when you do this. And if you're not comfortable, don't even bother trying it. So progress on the second battery. I kept on trying to trickle it to actually get it started. I started at 2 amp, went down to 1 amp. Number one cell did not want to go, and I finally decided to just give it a juice, like 3.8 amps, and then the cell actually woke up. So I am charging it up at 3 amp, but I'm noticing the battery is warm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop for a little bit and give it a rest. Okay, there we go. I successfully revived one battery, and one was bad. After it really warmed up, I didn't bother charging it up again because I left the checker on it, and the voltage went down on both cell, and especially that one that was actually bad. So I'm not even going to bother trying it. Just going to give it back to my friend the way it is, and he can dispose of it the way he wants to. So at least he's got one battery back. And guys, do not try this at home unless you feel comfortable to actually do this at home. All right? So please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys later. And don't forget, till then, keep those batteries charged and go out there and break something, because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun. Thanks, guys. Talk to you guys later.